Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead click subscribe, and go ahead and hit the like button while you're down there already anyway. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about why I nap to stay productive. Now, when you first hear that, you might think it's kind of counterproductive. Napping means like you're sleeping, so you're actually not doing anything. So how can you be productive if you're not doing anything? Well, it's pretty interesting to think about because we all know, or at least we've all heard about, like the benefits of sleep and like why sleep is very important for our human body and our brain to develop. But then we look at naps and see these things as kind of counterproductive to our day. Well, I'm going to discuss how this is actually the wrong way of looking at it and how napping actually increases the productivity of my day and how you can implement naps into your day to make them better. And like always, you can go ahead and skip to the end for a quick summary. So the first bit of information I want to go over is really what happens when you're sleeping. So what's really happening in your brain while you're sleeping is the brain is draining fluids and toxic fluids outside of it and draining it into your spinal cord. So the brain is getting rid of these toxins out of your brain. That's what happens when you're in deep sleep mode. While you're also in sleeping, your brain is reorganizing your brain. So it's taking bits of information that you've learned and processed throughout the day and storing them either in like long-term connections or in the junk connections where it just like that's where you forget stuff. So your brain is actively organizing these bits of information from throughout the day that you've gone over and organizing them in either to long-term memory or stuff you can forget. Now, why napping becomes useful for this process is because the act of napping actually starts this process earlier in the day. So once you first start to lay down and relax, your brain starts organizing your brain even more. Or your brain organizes your brain. Your brain organizes your memories even more. So if you nap in the middle of the day, your brain starts organizing the memories that have already happened earlier in the day. So you're getting all the bits and pieces earlier in the day and organizing them into the more important categories. And that's important because maybe your brain later in the day thinks something else is more important than what you learned earlier in the day when really it's not. So that bit of information will always go into long-term storage once you take a nap in the middle of the day. Another good thing is when you take a nap, it doesn't fully complete the process of your brain getting rid of the toxins inside of it, but it starts the process and it starts to detoxify the brain a little bit and pull out the fluid inside of your brain. This could be what helps you think more clearly throughout the day and stay focused. And this kind of makes sense more too. The more you sleep, the more focused and alert you are throughout the day. So if you take a nap, you're going to be more focused and alert throughout the day. That just kind of makes sense because you're getting that rest that your brain needs for the day. Now, obviously, a nap cannot replace a good night's sleep or your full 7-8 hours sleep, whatever you normally get. But it is important to nap because that whole process of just organizing memories from earlier in the day more optimally than if you go through the entire day and then your brain has to reorganize every single memory from the entire day, that little bit of optimization is worth it to me. So for me, after I take a nap, I feel so refreshed and so ready to get more stuff done than ever before. I feel I can concentrate a lot harder. I feel I can focus a lot longer. So to me, that's also really worth it. And so really what it comes down to is the fact that I'm basically getting that twice a day now, right when I wake up in the morning and right after I take a nap. Now, you've probably also heard in some advice that other people give is to tackle your most tedious and hardest problems right in the beginning of the day. That's when you're the most focused, the most alert, and the most ready to pay attention. But now, with napping, you're able to do this twice a day. So you can split up that big tedious project into 2 things a day. So really how I feel is I'm almost getting 2 days of productivity done in one, thanks to being able to nap in the day. Now really the most important process in this is how you nap. And it might seem pretty easy or trivial that I'm telling you how to nap, but it's important to know how to do it because if you don't do it correctly, it can be more detrimental to your day. So finding the right time that works for you is the first most important thing. Really, what I would do is I would nap after either my last lecture in the day, or right before I want to go to the gym, or after I'm done studying for the day. Anything to like kind of break up what I'm doing in the day. So say I go to lecture all morning and like 1 in the afternoon or something, and then I take a nap after that lecture, then my brain immediately goes into study mode instead of absorption material, going to lecture mode. I go straight into doing homework mode. Or more recently, what I've been doing also is in the morning, I've been doing a lot of like the coding work I do, the physics work I do, all that in the morning. And then I take my nap, and then after that, I do my workout. So my workout is I'm just so refreshed after my nap and so ready to go and to concentrate on what I'm doing. And then after that too, I would also work on something else, either like researching for a project or like video editing or anything that like has to do with like more creative stuff. I kind of do more in the afternoon after I nap. So that really splits my day into two. I have, my science, technology, coding, all that stuff in the morning, and then all my like creative, fun, I guess not fun, but like more like fun stuff that I can do in the afternoon. And really that's what comes down to it all when I say I can do like 2 days of work in one while napping, is because I can split everything into like either the first half of the day or the second half of the day. And I know if I have like a task in the first half of the day that has to get done, then I know I have a time frame that I need to get it done in, and that just motivates me more to get it done earlier in the day. Same thing with the second half of my day, where I have like a video to edit or a photo to edit or something like that. Then I know I have to get it done by a certain time in that day before I can go back to sleep. So now that we've established how to schedule in your nap, now it's time to tackle the problem how long to nap for. And a lot of the scientific data is a little unsure about this, but it's anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes. So your nap shouldn't be longer than 25 minutes or shorter than 15 minutes. One caveat to this is that it takes the average person 10 to 20 minutes to fall asleep, so be sure to add on whatever time you think it will take you to fall asleep onto this. So for me, I'll take a nap for around 40 to 45 minutes at a time. So I'll schedule that 40 to 45 minutes in my day to just relax and do nothing and nap, and then I'll be productive for the rest of the day. Now, one other interesting thing that I came about studying this is that you actually do not need to fall asleep to get the benefits of napping. What I mean by that is your brain can actually go into the state of like reorganizing things and flowing out the toxic fluid without even falling asleep. You could be fully awake, not fully awake, but relaxing in bed or relaxing in a chair or something, and your brain will start to do all these organization things while it thinks it's asleep, basically. And there's a lot of like neuroscience and stuff that's involved in this I'm not really familiar with, but from what I've seen and from what I've experienced also is that it works. I remember when I would like not be able to find a good spot in the library after a lecture to nap in, so I would just sit in like some random chair and just like close my eyes and relax for 30 to 40 minutes at a time, and it would work. It felt weird, but yeah, it worked. I didn't fall asleep or anything. I was fully conscious the entire time, fully aware of everything going on, and somehow I just like got up refreshed and ready to go, all ready to focus again, ready to study. So in conclusion, sleep is one of the best ways to improve your productivity through the day, and napping is one of the best ways to improve your sleep quality and also your productivity for the rest of the day. You split your day into 2 parts basically, and do one part the first part of the day, and then after that just switch tasks or switch gears, something, go do homework after lectures, something like that, and then you can learn all this stuff and be so much more productive. And if you want to learn how to be more productive too, you can check out my video, How I Study Physics. You should also nap for 15 to 25 minutes, but also schedule in the 10 to 20 minutes for you to fall asleep. So really it's going to be an interval of like 30 to 40 minutes of you relaxing. And you don't even need to fall asleep with that. You just need to close your eyes, have no outside stimulation of any kind, and relax. Just relax for 30 to 40 minutes. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.